If ethnicity, as it is mobilized in nation-state politics, is a formidable force to be reckoned with in our pursuit for justice, then the newly expanded scope of criminality constitutes a second formidable force that works to frustrate our actual struggles. Global economic shifts have exacerbated the daily survival of the economic underclasses, leaving them fewer recourses than suicide, bankrupt credit, or destitution. Inability to stay economically afloat easily slips into bad credits and a large increase in debt-related prosecutions. And sex work, whether in one's own country or through illegal stay in other more ludicrous countries, often becomes the only viable but criminal exit. Moreover, for them and for everyone else, the overall social context is worsening. Global protocols of governance, propagated by international NGOs and their branches in various nations, are sweeping across the globe to encourage new legislations that would treat all sex work as human trafficking, all internet sexual exchanges as sexual predation, and all adult publications or videos as pornography, and all of the above are now considered criminal acts. When the Taipei city government revoked the licenses of prostitutes in 1997, it effectively created hundreds of criminals, making what had been honest, state-protected and regulated sex work into prosecutable crimes. Since the child protection laws in Taiwan were modified to cover internet information in 1999, more than 20,000 criminals have been created because they posted messages deemed hinting at sexual transaction, which actually includes one-night stand invitations or straightforward sexual solicitations by sexual minorities. Plastic-wrapped and marked for adult publications sold in Taiwan's only gay bookstore were seized in 2003, and the owner convicted of dissemination of obscenity in 2006, despite continued protestation by gay groups. Sex-positive campus publications by students of Hong Kong Chinese University were subjected to prosecution in 2006 because complaints of indecency have been filed against them by conservative Christian citizen groups. The legal grid on sexual information and values has grown so tight that sexual dissidents posted on the internet could be prosecuted, and academic research into marginal sexualities are subject to severe scrutiny. I know this through firsthand experience, where more than a dozen conservative Christian NGOs banded together and took me to court in 2003 for including difficult material and liberal views in my sexuality studies online databank. The final verdict was not guilty, yet it is symptomatic. The lawsuit itself is symptomatic of the trend that contestations in sexual values and mores no longer take the form of rational debates or discussions. Instead, marginal minority issues are now to be censored by the iron fist of litigations. At this historical moment, it may be highly instructive to explore the intersection of economic justice and sexual justice by looking into the process of how the economic and the sexual underclasses are relegated to criminality, much like the political dissidents had been prosecuted under martial law in Taiwan before 1987.